Tonight I'm going to show you how to make salsa, and I make my salsa fresh. Most of the ingredients come straight from my garden, or I buy them from local farmers here around me. So let me show you what you're going to need. You're going to need about 5 cups of chopped bell pepper. So I got 4 of these really big ones. You'll need about 5 cups of chopped white onion. This is some white onion that I froze earlier in the year, but you can use fresh onion, of course. If you like your salsa kind of spicy, you're going to want a couple of jalapenos. I also have an Anaheim pepper that was from my garden, so I'm going to throw that in there too. When you chop jalapenos for your salsa, make sure you are using gloves. This will definitely irritate your skin, and if it gets up your nose or in your eyes, it's going to burn like crazy. So definitely you want to use some gloves when you're chopping your peppers. You'll need some pickling salt. I picked this up from Walmart. You'll need about 4 cloves of garlic. You're welcome to use fresh garlic. I don't have any on hand, so I'm just going to use this that I bought from, I don't know, some grocery store. Maybe Walmart, maybe another one. I don't remember. You'll need a few squirts of lemon juice. About 10 big tomatoes. I mean, this is a good sized tomato. You want about 10 of those. And you'll need 1 jar of tomato paste. This is 6 ounces. You don't have to use Hunt's, so I'm not promoting any brand here. This is just what I have on hand. And of course you'll need your mason jars. I'm using pint size, but you can make the bigger quart size if you want to. And of course you will need all of your regular canning tools, your canning pot, your tongs, your wide mouth funnel, your magnet, and I did forget to mention one ingredient that you're going to need, and that's going to be apple cider vinegar. You want it to be the 5% acidity. I'm using the Bragg's Organic, but you can get the store brand. Just make sure you have the 5% acidity apple cider vinegar. You're going to need about a cup to a cup and a half of this. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get my bell peppers chopped up. I've already just gave this one a quick wash. And I'm just going to go ahead and chop all these up, and I'll fast forward that for you and play some music so you don't get bored. But let's go ahead and get our bell peppers chopped up. Okay, all of our bell peppers are chopped up, and you'll notice I used my little mixer to just get it a little bit finer. Now we're going to chop the jalapenos, but I'm going to put on my gloves first. Alright, when you're chopping jalapenos, the seeds of the jalapeno is actually where a lot of the heat is. So the jalapeno, my gloves are having a hard time getting on. The jalapeno pepper itself is hot enough, so I am not going to include the seeds in my salsa. But if a few get out, don't worry about it. It's not going to hurt anything. But first I'm going to go ahead and give these a good rinse off. Alright, let's get to chopping them up. They've been nice and washed. I'm only going to use about 6 in mine because I use my salsa for a lot of stuff. I don't use it just for chips and salsa, but I use it for chili, I use it for taco casserole, I use it, I don't know, I use it in a lot of stuff. So I am going to put them as well in this little chopper because I want them chopped up really fine. I'm going to go ahead and scoop these seeds out of this one. I do not want to have it that hot. So there, I got the seeds out of there. Can you see? Yeah. There you go. Like I said, I know some of the seeds are going to get in my salsa, but I'm not going to put any in there on purpose. You can also split it this way if you really want to make sure you get the seeds. You can split it long ways like this. And just get them out like that. I can't stress enough how important it is to use gloves. Alright you guys, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward and play some music. add my chopped up jalapenos right to the same bowl with the bell pepper because it's all going to go in the oven at the same time anyway. I said the oven. It's all going to go in the pot. This isn't going to go in the oven ever. I don't know what I was thinking. Jesus. Okay, I'm also going to go ahead and add my chopped onion to the bowl with my other 2 peppers. Alright, I gotta do some more of that. Alright, now that all my peppers and my onions are chopped up, I'm going to go ahead and put my mason jars down into the water so they can go ahead and start getting sterilized. I will sterilize them at a boil for about 15 minutes. Okay, so this next step is optional. Some people do this and some people don't. I blanch and skin my tomatoes, which means I'm going to put them in boiling water, and then I'm going to move them from the boiling water into a bowl of ice cold water. Then I will peel them and cut them. You can leave the skins on. I mean, this part is optional. I prefer my salsa without the skin, so I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I'll walk you through it if you want to do this. But you can skip this part if you want to. Alright, when you put your tomatoes in the boiling water, you're not going to leave them in there very long. Just long enough until you see the skin start to kind of split apart. So this doesn't take very long. It's not something you put them in and walk away from, that's for sure. Okay, so these guys have been boiling for about a minute, and if you can see, the skin is already starting to crack, so I'm just going to take it straight out of the pot into the ice water, which is going to stop the cooking process because we don't want mushy tomatoes. Right into the ice water. See, all that skin's going to come off real easy now. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and put the rest of the tomatoes in, get them boiling, and I will see this bad spot. Don't worry about that. We're going to cut that right off. Go ahead and boil the rest of these tomatoes and show you how to slice them up. Alright, this next part is probably the messiest part of all of it, and I usually do it by my sink, but for video purposes I'm going to do it for you right here. This is one of the tomatoes. You just pull the skin off. It should come off really easily like this after you've blanched it and put it in the cold water. And then you're just going to chop it up. I usually take this and just kind of scoop the seedy part out. You don't have to. You can leave it. I just do it. Then you chop it to the size that you want your tomato chunks in your salsa to be, because this is going straight into the salsa pot. So the size that you like it, that's the size you want to chop this to. All of that right there, I'm going to scoop straight into the salsa pot. I'm not going to put this skin in. Let me see if I can just move it to the side. It's going straight to the pot. Alright, I'm going to finish chopping up these tomatoes, but they're all going to go just about the same way. I have peeled and chopped up all my tomatoes now, and you'll see all the liquid that it made. Like I've kind of put my tomatoes on one side and liquid on the other. I'm going to do my best to drain out as much of that liquid as I can before I get to cooking the salsa. Okay, I've drained my tomatoes, and now I'm just going to add in all of my peppers and my onions. I haven't turned the heat or anything on yet. I'm just mixing my ingredients together. Now I'm going to chop up my 4 cloves of garlic and throw those in there. Alright, adding in my 4 cloves of chopped garlic. Right into there. Time to add in some pickling salt. Alright, we're going to add 1 tablespoon of pickling salt. One cup of apple cider vinegar. A few squirts of lemon juice. Alright, add in your jar of tomato paste. This is optional as well. It just makes your salsa a little bit thicker. Give it a good stir. We're going to heat it up and we're going to cook it for about 10 to 15 minutes on, well, we're going to, about medium heat. A little bit higher than a simmer, but not quite a boil or anything like that. Just about medium heat. It's already looking really good, isn't it? Look at that. Alright, one very, very important step you to do before your salsa gets too hot while it's cooking is give it a taste test. Let me just scoop a little bit out here. That's good salsa. So good. That'll do. Alright, let it finish cooking. Okay, our salsa has cooked now for about 15 minutes on medium heat, and now we're going to go ahead and start filling it into our jars. Let me slide it over a little bit. I've already pulled the jars out of the canner. I sterilized them earlier. You're going to use your wide mouth funnel, place it right inside the jar, and then you're just going to ladle your salsa right into your jars. You want to fill it to 1/4 inch headspace. I'm getting close, so let me make a small scoop here. Alright, let's check our headspace level. Looks like we're going to have enough room left. 1/4 inch is right there. Oh yeah, we can go. Let me see if I can make that where you can see it better. Can you see it better? We have plenty of room left to fill it some more. So let's put about a little scoop in there. Oh, maybe it went too far. Yeah, I did. Dump a little back out. Alright. Let's check our headspace now. Yep, we are touching. So before I put the ring on, I want to get a clean towel or a dried paper towel and wipe the rim real quick. Alright, so let me just give it a quick wipe. We want to make sure that's completely dry, because if you have anything left around the lid, you might not get a good seal. And not getting a good seal could be very dangerous. Alright, so now tighten your lid on. You just want it to finger tight. You don't want to make it super tight, because the pressure is going to seal it better for you. Alright, I'm going to continue filling these jars. jars, and now it is time to put them into the canner. Just lower them down in there. Make sure you have at least an inch of water covering the top of the jars. Let me show it to you. They are in there. Cover them up. Set your timer for 25 minutes. And let them do their magic. We'll be back. Alright. The oven just beeped and it is now time to take our jars out of the pot. I have a towel over here that I'm going to set them on, so they're not going to go straight onto the counter. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that on the video, but one of them just sealed. You hear the lid go like that? That's when you know you got a good seal. Well, usually it takes them a few minutes after they get out, so that was pretty fast. I'm just turning them sideways because there's a little bit of liquid on the lids, and I'm just doing that to get the liquid off. Alright, I mean, you see them. Okay, there they are, all done. You'll see this one's got a little bit of liquid just still left on the top. I'm just going to wipe it off. So they'll sit here for a few minutes. I'm going to wait till I hear that magic sound, knowing that all my jars are sealed. And then I will take my salsa. I will take my Sharpie and write on the top, you know, salsa and today's date so that I'll know how long they've been in the pantry. Alright. Okay, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And remember to click that subscribe button below. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. I upload videos every week. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, send me a comment down below. I'd be happy to help you out. Thanks.